Good morning, everybody. The bell is about to ring, and we're ready. We got Eric on here. Eric is in the stock, not the person. Uh, 1.4 million volume. Looks pretty good. It's breaking out to new highs. Has a lot of buyers and sellers on the level 2, though. So we'll see how that plays out. Um, which, honestly, it's a good thing, but um, we'll see. Okay, there's the bell. Let's see. We also have Netflix today, which is kind of cool. But it has a lot of support coming through. Oh shoot. Yeah, a lot of support lines. But I don't doubt that it can't break it, so there goes INO shooting off. Oh, instantly rejected at 26.30. Doesn't surprise me. We got RCL again. Has a lot of room to move down if we could just get a nice little pattern. That'd be nice. Hmm. I don't see any 3 candle setups. Netflix actually looks like it's forming a this one breakdown setup, kind of like a pennant. It'd almost be interesting to take it under 495 with the stop at the highs or stop at 500. But we're not going to yet. Still doing some crazy things. I know. Will it break 26.30? Oops. CYTK, I like what that's doing. Let's see. Thinking under like 2370. Stop at 24. Let's see. It's a 30-cent stop. I'd like to see another candle form. Hold on, let me delete that so I can see better. More like 2375. We're going to give it that room to 2370. Netflix just triggered. Oh, Eric looks nice. Man, look at all those sellers. 1106 at 2376. Here, we don't want to miss anything. And Eric just popped up. Look, I wanted it right there. It's like 10 cents or like 9 cents. Okay. Ooh, INO. Man, look at the sellers coming down. A lot of good stocks, but I can't I can't get into them all at the same time. I feel like look at all these sellers. So it won't be a surprise if this pops down past my entry. Look, 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 look. Okay. Yeah, and I took it a little too late. Did you see that? Yeah. Okay, what did I get filled at? 2365. I wanted it at 2370, so that's not terrible. Um, but the spread isn't in my favor either. Look, 7 cent, 9 cent spread. My bad. And all that volume came in. So let's see. Okay, I don't like what it's doing. I have to get out at $42.50, $40.50 loss. Man, 6 minutes in. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. Man, that's disappointing. 6 minutes in, and we have a $44.20 loss. That is all right. Um, let's see. I won't be surprised if it doesn't break 24 and it comes back down. But we have to get out at a $40.50 loss because that's where, I ran my statistics before, and that's at the point where it pretty much turns into a loser, and I have a habit of losing too much money on a trade. And look at Netflix. I called it under 495 with a stop loss at 500. That would have been nice. That would have been a winner. And let's see, look at RCL. This looks beautiful under 52. Yeah. Just gonna pay attention a little longer. Yeah, I will not be surprised if this one comes down. Um, Netflix is at target. Let's just see what happens. So this is what happens sometimes when with trading. You get in, it pops up, it hits your stop, wherever that may be. Like I said, usually the stop would be at 24. So uh, usually you wouldn't get out, but for me, like I said, $42.50 loss. I gotta get out. I don't want to be losing more than I really have to, if that makes sense. So, right idea. It just yeah, just got in at the wrong spot. It's breaking the lows. So the target originally would have been about, what's that, 30 cents? Or 25 cents even if you got in at 75, because you saw that's where all the buyers were at 75, 76, 76, 75. So that's where you'd want to get in. So 25 cent stop. Sorry, my headset cut out. So 25 cent stop, 25 cent target. It would have been 23.50. So let's see, can I get there? I'll look at Netflix. Hit the target and came back up. Oh, I mean, it went a point lower than the target, but yeah, pretty good setup under 495, like I said. Stop loss at 500. RCL, like triggered by a second and then popped up. Let's see. All right, yeah, CYTK reached target. See, I thought it would because it just looked good. Like that was a good looking setup. It's too bad that I got out at this pullback. Yeah, even look at the 2 minute setup. Very nice. Um, Eric as well. That also hit target. Maybe I should have just hopped in above 1083. That's where I wanted it. Stop loss at like what 1076. So about 7 cents. So 1090. 7 cents is like, I don't know. I usually only like to take stocks with a minimum of 10 cents, but this was such a good setup. I would have just, yeah, I would have went in. I'd have just taken it off at my 7 cents. Um, I know. Look, I drew this line in the pre-market, 26.30, and it's respecting that a lot. Let's see. Yeah. So let's go back to CYTK. All right. So yeah. Could have had money. Could have had money if I just held till 24, the stop. This is one of the times though where you get hurt by keeping your integrity and obeying your rules. There have been other times where I've gotten out at $42.50 loss and it just popped up straight through 24 and made me lose. It didn't make me lose money, but it would have made me lose money if I hadn't have respected that stop loss. So yeah, this is a bummer. And I think on the week I'm down maybe like half a unit. You know, my goal is 2 units a week. So I'm down half a unit, which is disappointing because I was only last week. My goal was just to get 1 unit. Get us some green momentum. So that means I'm only up half a unit. After commissions, it's going to be like $10 on my account, which is disappointing. But we'll just come back next week and see what we can do. We don't let this thing bother us. Just because it's one trade, that I could have had green, that doesn't mean that I change up my whole rules and start letting my risk go past that $42.50 mark. It's just in my opinion. I mean, not even in my opinion. From the statistics, it's just not smart for me to do. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope this is a good example of like, yes, even if you obey your rules, uh, things that suck can happen, but that doesn't mean you just change it on a whim, right? Also, um, these support and resistance lines that I draw in the pre-market, you can see these stocks respecting them. Look, check this one out. An RCL, if you look closely, the entry was 52, the stop loss was 52.50. Now, this was a support line because it's above it, so support. If the price was below it, like it is right here, it'd be a resistance. Now, I usually like my lines to be if there's a pattern, I like it to be a unit away at least. Um, and it wasn't. So it makes sense why this didn't work. Look, the support line's only 30 cents away. Now, if it was like down here, somewhere close to 51, like 55-ish, and like I said, these are zones, so you want to be careful. It would have been better if it actually like would have continued further and built a pattern up down here in this little area. But there was no room to move here, even though this pattern is just delicious. This pattern is delicious. There's not enough room to move. RCL is very constricted today. Honestly, sometimes you might see me jump the gun on that because this pattern was so good. But it's something you want to watch out for. INO. INO is not looking bad. Problem is, can it break 26.30? Let's see. Same thing. So we got a 50-cent stop loss if we were to take this trade, and we only got 30 cents to move. But if it could break past it, you have looks like a whole dollar to move. So yeah, yeah, it's definitely not a bad setup on the 2 minute. Problem is, you got rejection here, rejection here. It's like, man, okay, which way is it gonna go? But yeah. So 15 minutes are up. I'm only trading the first 15 minutes. We can, like I said, review my trades real quick. The ones that I was looking at: CYTK, Eric, and Netflix. Um, Look, 495, about 490. So it had a unit to move. So in a perfect world, I'd had 3 green trades today. But because of, the way things turned out, because I'm not perfect, because I'm not just entering in every single stock that I see. I saw CYTK and I really liked it, so I kept my eye on it. Um, it caused me to miss Netflix, it caused me to miss Eric, which is totally fine because we're humans and we can't be perfect traders. Um, so thanks guys for tuning in. We're gonna pick it back up on Monday, and hopefully we can get our 2 units next week. All right, see you guys later.